Welcome to Ask and Learn.
So in this problem here, we're going to have an egg that is tossed against a sagging bed sheet until it comes to a full stop. And we want to calculate the force acting on the egg during the contact with the sheet. So here we have, for part A, we're going to have the mass of the egg as m, the egg speed as v, and the duration of that force acting on the egg as t. So let's just set up our x and y axis. And we're going to say that y is positive in the upward direction and x is positive to the right. So the egg is going towards the bed sheet in the positive direction with a velocity v. So what we have to do is figure out the momentums prior to the egg hitting the sheet and as the egg hits the sheet. So prior to the egg hitting the sheet, we have an initial momentum initial of m times v, which is the mass of the egg multiplied by the speed of the egg. And then as the egg hits the sheet, we have the final momentum final, which is equal to the mass of the egg times the velocity of the egg, which is 0. So we just have 0 over here. If we equate the change of the momentum, so the change of momentum, we will get that it's final, which is 0, minus initial, m times v. We get negative mv. But the change in momentum is also known as the impulse, which we calculated as negative mv. But impulse also has another formula, which is force multiplied by the time that the force is acting on the body. So now the force acting on the egg is just going to be this force over here. And we can just equate it. And we get it that force is equal to negative mv over t. This negative over here just shows that the force is pointing on the negative side. So the force over here would be like this. And if we want the force acting on the egg, we would just get the magnitude. And the magnitude of that force would be mv divided by t. All right, perfect. So then for part B, we have specific values for the mass of the egg, the initial speed of the egg, and the duration of that force. So then if we just plug it all into the formula that we found over here, we have that the force, magnitude of the force acting on the egg is going to be equal to mass of the egg, 1 kilogram, times the speed of the egg, which is 2 meters per second, divided by the time or duration of the force, which is 0.2 seconds. And then here we're going to get 2 divided by 0.2. We get 10 kilograms meters per second over second, meters per second squared. But units of mass times acceleration is also newtons. Therefore, the force acting on the egg has a magnitude of 10 newtons.